Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Builds. And for today's video, I'm going to teach you how to bleed brakes in your car. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is check your reservoir to make sure you have fluid in it. And make sure you leave the cap on the reservoir. Now, everything I'm going to tell you applies to all vehicles, but we are going to be bleeding the brakes in a 2005 F-150. Now typically, as a rule of thumb, you don't need to bleed your brakes, just from doing a brake job and things like that. But it's good to know how to bleed brakes if you have a situation like what I had, where I had to replace a caliper, or you have a brake line that snaps and you have to replace. For my situation, it was the front passenger caliper I had to replace, and the only thing that I bled was that particular location. But if you ever have to bleed your entire brake system, you would start bleeding the brakes from the rear passenger, because that is the longest brake line in the vehicle. Then you would go over to the rear driver's side, the front passenger side, and last but not least, the front driver's side, because your master cylinder, which is where your reservoir here is always right in front of the seat. Now, this process of the job is actually a two-person job, and this is what I mean by that. If you don't have an actual hydraulic pump anyway, you're going to have one person start pumping the brakes like so until you say stop, stop. And now you see how he's holding it and pushing it. While he's doing that, every time they push and hold it like that, you're going to take your wrench and you're just going to loosen it a quarter turn and back. But the other thing I want to point out is you want to use a nice clear piece of tubing. And the reason I say that is because you are not completed with bleeding your brakes until you see a steady stream of liquid coming through here. If you see any air bubbles at all in here while you are bleeding the brakes, you have to keep continuing, because you want to get every little bit of drop of air out of that brake line. Otherwise it is not going to work properly. So again, all you do is you take this, you push it on there. When I say stop, he pushes the plate and hold it, and then I'm going to push this down, watch the fluid come through here, and then close it back, and then tell him to pump it again. Because I mentioned it, I just wanted to show you real quick. This is actually a really inexpensive hand pump that you can use to pump your brakes. And again, you would take this line, put it onto your bleeder screw, and then you take the other end of this, and then you push it onto that. And then you just simply pump it, and then you watch, after you open the bleeder anyway, you watch the fluid come through here, and you still make sure that there's no air bubbles in that fluid. Now, after you're done, you want to come up here, and you can see right here is the maximum fill. We're going to take the cap off. We're going to take some Prestone DOT3 brake fluid, and we're going to top off the reservoir. So we want to make sure we have ample stopping power. You don't want to go past that mark. Now the only thing left to do is take it for a test drive and enjoy a job well done. And that's it for today's video. So as always, if you get a chance, check out the links in the description of this video below, and we will see you next time on Bevins Builds.